everyone, welcome back. So today I really want to talk about the Hearth and Hand collection at Target because their recent fall drop is insane. It is insane. So many beautiful items. So first I want to talk about the items that are on my coffee table right in front of me, and then I'm going to talk about items that are maybe on the wish list. They're items that I'm thinking about, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, so first, I really want to talk about these beautiful ramekins. They come in a pack of 4 for 20 bucks. So that comes down to like $5 a ramekin. Not bad at all. It's actually a pretty normal price for a ramekin, actually. But these ones are beautiful. It comes in 4 different colors. This one is a nice dark brown. Kind of looks black on camera. I can't see the camera. I don't have a viewfinder. It looks black, but it's not. I assure you, it is dark brown. It's very beautiful. The next color is this beautiful olive green. I really like this shade of green. I think it's so pretty. It's a green, but it has warmth. It's like, may seem kind of gross, but a muddy green. But brown was actually my favorite color as a kid, so muddy green's not a problem to me. I think it's actually rather pretty. There's, oh, excuse me, my nose is itchy. There's this really pretty light brown one. That right there is just a little cardboard sheet to keep the lid and the ramekin from making noises and breaking. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. There's a pretty light brown one. This is more of like a dark tan. And then this one right here is a dark reddish brown. It's like a nice brown with a red undertone. It's very pretty. I would not say this is red. This is definitely brown, but it does have a very warm reddish undertone, and I think it is beautiful. I think ramekins are very useful and underutilized. Most people I know in real life don't actually have ramekins in their kitchen, which is a shame. They're actually very useful. I actually use ramekins often for portion control. I feel kind of guilty about food waste sometimes, and ramekins are very useful for a recipe that always makes a large batch, like mac and cheese. I make a baked mac and cheese, always makes a ton. You can cook it in ramekins instead of the huge baking dish. That way you can stick them in the freezer, makes them last longer. You pop them out, heat them up in the oven for when they're ready to cook. Beautiful. That's a meal right there. Super easy. I also use ramekins as pinch bowls when I'm baking. You probably already know what a pinch bowl is, but it's where you can pre-measure out your spices and whatnot. Ramekins are very useful to use as a pinch bowl. Also for other ingredients that you chop up, ramekins. Perfect. You can also bake in them. You can make treats. I have actually baked a miniature pumpkin pie in one of these ramekins already, and they're very useful and I think very underutilized in the kitchen. Only 20 bucks for all 4 of those really pretty ones. It's a really good value. I feel like they're comparably thick as my other ramekins, so it's a lovely option. Some people don't like the little ruffling detail up here, but the walls are straight and it hasn't gotten in the way of my use of a ramekin, so your mileage may vary. And I'm gonna put you up here. The next item on this list is actually technically 2 items. I'm talking about them one at a time. And that is these espresso cups. This is actually the same shade of brown as the dark tan one. The dark tan ramekin, that is. It has this beautiful little scalloping detail around the lip of the mug, and it's tiny. I do believe they are 5 fluid ounces. I completely forgot to mention, the ramekins are 6. The mugs are 5 fluid ounces. They're meant for espresso. But they actually remind me of tea sets I had as a kid. and I like using them for, well, mini tea. I have a full-size teapot, but this is fun, this is cute, it's a nice way to have it. It is dishwasher safe, microwave safe. I don't have either one of those, but it's hand washed with boiled water on a stove. Because my apartment is not even 600 square feet, and my kitchen's a wall. I don't got space for all that. It comes in 2 different colors. It also comes in this beautiful, it's that same reddish brown shade that I think, personally, is very pretty. It's not red. It's not red. It's definitely brown. But it's red, but it's brown with a red undertone. It's very warm. It's very comforting. It's like melted chocolate. Not hot cocoa, melted chocolate. And I think that color is very beautiful. The saucers, the cups, I do believe are actually the same shape. Yes, the cups are the same shape, but the saucers are not. The saucers are actually very, very different. I think they're really cute. My only complaint is they don't have a little divot in the middle, so your espresso mug kind of slides around in there, and that's not exactly ideal. But also, are you walking around with your espresso mug? I'm not. But yeah, most other cups and saucers I have a little divot in the middle where your cup would sit. That way your cup's not rocking all over the saucer. This one kind of does, but that divot's too big for the cup. So it's still riding around everywhere. That said, they're both still very beautiful. The dishes are so beautiful, but I just got my Marin collection from Crate & Barrel. I love the green dishes, although the pasta and grain bowls kind of look like pie dishes. But it's very beautiful. It comes with a salad plate, a dinner plate, pasta bowls, and there's also a really pretty appetizer plate. And yeah, the dishes are beautiful. It's hosting season, so if you're in the market for new dishes, they're really pretty. I'm not. There's also a lot of really pretty mugs. There's 4 new ones with this collection. I'm not in the market for mugs either. But there's a dark brown one that has a really pretty mushroom pattern. 14 fluid ounces. They're all the same price too, all the mugs. $5.99. Not bad at all. There's a really pretty green one that looks to match the dishes. And then there's 2 white ones. One has a little pedestal stand, the other doesn't. Again, they're really pretty, but I also just bought mugs. I'm not in the market for it. I saw them in store. They actually look probably prettier in store than I do in the pictures. But that said, what would I do with them? I actually plan on decluttering some of my more eclectic mugs and giving them away as like Christmas gifts with maybe some hot chocolate in there, some little candies, little gift mug. And if I run out of mugs, I can get some of these pretty ones and use those as gifts. But again, I'm not in the market for mugs. They also have a lot of really pretty stemware. They have a coupe glass and a wine glass. It comes in 3 really pretty colors. I'm gonna say it's brown. It's just really pretty brown. I think if I were to get any, I'd probably get those. I am kind of in the market for wine glasses, and at some point. I'm in no rush. I am technically in the market for them, but I'm in no rush. They are both really beautiful. They come in a brown, a clear, and a green. I'll probably opt for the brown. I saw all 3 colors in stores, and just the brown one stuck out to me. It has a really nice rib detailing to it, and it just adds interest. I also like the shape of the glasses. It also comes in it's saying a short water glass, but I think in store they refer to as stemless wine glasses. You drink whatever you want to out of your cups. I'm not gonna judge you. It's not my place to tell you. I think they're all very beautiful. I'd probably go for the brown. There's also 2 sets of napkin rings. The brown ones, the brown wood ones, actually look like napkin rings I already have, but I was so tempted to pick up those brass ones because brass is the metal of my house. I think it's such a nice color. It's so warm and different. It's warm and different. And warm is definitely a vibe we go for here. There's a really pretty salad bowl that, again, looks like a pie pan. That looks like a pie pan, which is ironic because the pie pan in this collection does not look like a pie pan. The walls are straight, meanwhile the salad bowl has a nice pretty sideways slant. I don't know, I just think that's a really interesting design choice. Who am I to say anything? There's the mini Dutch ovens and this really nice red color. It's very similar to the shade of red. I'm not grabbing the whole thing. It's very similar to the shade of red of this ramekin. I saw reviews complaining that it's actually brown. It's brown with red undertones. But online it looks red. And it's actually listed as being red. It's brown with red undertones. That said, I still think it's really pretty. The mini Dutch ovens, I almost picked them up. I had them in my hand. Then I looked at it and I'm like, what could I do in this that I couldn't do in my ramekin? And I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head, so I'll put it right back on the shelf. I don't need it. If I can think of something that I could cook in a mini Dutch oven that I couldn't make in a ramekin, I'll reconsider it. But for right now, I got ramekins. What do I need a mini Dutch oven for? However, the full-size Dutch oven. I keep trying to tell myself every reason I don't need it. Every reason I don't need it. But it's so pretty, and I think about it, and it's like, oh man. But like, my chili could be so baller in that. It could be awesome. I can think of so many dishes to cook in that. Yeah, but you have something that works as a Dutch oven. Yeah, but this is actually a Dutch oven. I couldn't put that in the oven if I needed to. I could put this in the oven if I needed to. It's conflicting. Like, the olive green Le Creuset one is my dream Dutch oven, but I don't got $400 to be dumping on a Dutch oven. I could reasonably do $65 on a Dutch oven. I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see. If I bring it home, you know. If I don't, oh well. I think it's all from the kitchenwares that are new that really jump out to me. Again, it's lots of really pretty stuff. But, you know, I'm a very pragmatic person. If I can't think of a time and a place for it, immediately, right back on the shelf for you, buddy. I don't want clutter in my home. Time for clutter, home decor. There's actually a couple of pretty lamps. I'm not a fan of rattan. I'm not a fan of rattan, especially with how moist it gets in here. Ew. The vases, however, there's vases for this, and I think all three of them are beautiful. I don't need another vase. I have unused vases in my house right now. I do not need another one. I really like the pleated pattern. I think pleats and scalloping is definitely in this fall. So many things I've seen, like my Crate and Barrel catalog came in, so many pleats and scallops. The Hearth and Hand collection with Target, so many pleats and scallops. Even the napkins I was looking at Kirkland's, pleats and scallops. I think that is in this fall. And that's cute. I think it's cute. And it adds a little childlike wonder, you know? But it also has more natural edges. It doesn't look very perfect. And that's something I really like in my home. I saw these flameless candles. I use flameless candles in my home. And I almost picked them up. If I didn't already have some white flameless candles, I definitely would have picked them up. Right here, it says they take AAA batteries, but I could have swore in store it said they took watch batteries. But I could be mistaken. I could have misread. Coin batteries make me nervous. I don't have any kids yet, but I got 2 dumbass cats. Coin batteries make me a little nervous. Front of the box of the LED candles clearly state contains button cell or coin battery. However, the online listing in the back of the box says AAA's. But the remote uses the coin battery. I don't know if the remote is necessary or it has to be used, but that's where the confusion came from. It requires both. They have a lot of new faux florals, and I think they are pretty much all really pretty. I'm heavily debating swapping out my spring florals back there for some fall ones, and it says Daisy, but these definitely look like mums. And I might get a few of those stems and put it in there. I think that'd be really pretty and just fall spirited. Because tulips, daffodils, and peonies aren't really in season anymore. They haven't been in season for a while, but I think they're pretty, so they get to stay. But the faux stems look so pretty, and I saw them in store. They don't look all that bad. They don't look, wow, that is a terrible piece of plastic. But they also don't look, oh my gosh, is that real? It looks like middle of the road faux stems. I saw these oversized floor taper candlestick holders, and I thought they were so cool. It's like really tall candlestick holders, and I was like, oh, that's so neat. Oh, if I had the space, I would be ordering those. But my apartment's small. I don't got space for shit. Oh yeah, and there's another lamp that has like a knife pleat shade. I thought it was really pretty, but then I touched the lampshade and realized this is paper. My cat would have a field day with that. You ain't coming home with me. There's a really pretty bud vase. I almost picked up the bud vase. I have mums growing outside, and I like picking them and putting them in a vase. And what I currently have them in is entirely too small. Maybe. That was a hard maybe. Alright, there's a couple of items in the candle category. I love candles. We have candles all over the house. I actually have 3 items in this category. So first, these little candle holders. It's in the same shade of green as the ramekin. It's this beautiful warm olive green, and I just love this shade of green. I have 4 of these actually. My windows are rather large, so I actually have 2 in each window, and I was looking up the tradition of window candlesticks, because I'm from the Mid-Atlantic region. It's so common here. You see it every year. And I was wondering, why do people do that? And there's a number of reasons why. I actually studied sociology in university, and my focus was cultural anthropology. So like that inner sociology was like, hey, I noticed this. Why is this? I'm doing research on this, and I fell down multiple rabbit holes. I was at it for hours. I excitedly told my husband all of my research, and he's like, huh, is this you talking me into it? I'm like, no, I was gonna do it anyways. But, here's the really pretty and symbolic reasoning behind it. Isn't that so pretty? So now we have candlesticks in our windows. Now, before you're like, Amber, will it still be August when this video goes up? I don't think so. I think it'll be September. Amber, it's September. Why are you putting up Christmas decorations? A, the Dutch Pennsylvanians have them up year-round. B, it's only a Christmas decoration if you limit it to Christmas. Put it out whenever you want. I'm not stopping you. You want your string lights out year-round? Go ahead. Who am I to stop you? You want your holiday tree up year-round? Go ahead. Who am I to stop you? You want pumpkins out? Do it. The only person who is stopping you is your fear of not conforming. Do it! If you like it, do it. It's your home. It's your space. You deserve to be happy there. Pretty candlesticks in my windows make me happy. Therefore, I'm gonna do it. These are the LED candles I already had. I think the white it just looks nice. I also kind of like this style candle holder. Hearth has a second one that's in a white that I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But I just like how it has the little handle, and we haven't had many power outages here, but we've had a couple. And you know, you can just hold it and walk around. I could confidently have this LED candle in my bathroom when the power goes out and not burn my house down. I love it. That's it. Here is the picture of the white one. I plan on picking up a couple of the white ones too, but those are gonna be like on my nightstands. One for me, one for him. I'm gesturing over to him because he is right next to me right now. One for both of us. That way when the power goes out, you know, you just, where art thou, Bartholomew? In the dark with little candlesticks. We're also going into storm season, and that might be, it's a good idea to have LED candles on hand because, when your house burns down, you don't want it to be your fault. Speaking of burning things, so I got this really cool match holder. That was a terrible segue. Anyways, I'm so sorry to anyone who has their house burned down before. I had this really pretty match holder and the matches. The matches actually come separately. I've already bought 2 packs of these so far, and I will probably buy more in the future. I really like these matches for one particular reason, and that is because the sticks are so long, and it makes it really easy to get it in your candle and light the wick without trying to stick your entire hand in there. Your hand gets stuck, you burn your knuckles. I say this from experience because I've done it. Really nice long stick. And also, the strike pad on the bottom is wonderful. It's obviously, the strike pad's obviously been used before. I like having candles lit in my home. I like the smell, and I like the aesthetics of candles. But yes, this is actually metal. It is brass and black. I really enjoy it. I think it's so pretty. Goes right there on my coffee table, which you can't see because it's literally right beneath the camera. They also have this really pretty candle accessory kit that has a snuffer, what looks to be a wick trimmer, and let me see what that third item is. A wax dipper, as well as a box to keep them all in. I think this is really pretty. I've been in the market for a snuffer and a wick trimmer. I'm not so sure what I would do with a wax dipper, but it's in the set, so I'm sure it has a purpose. I just don't know what that purpose is. Anyways, so that is actually it for this video. Yeah, I'm just checking around me to make sure I didn't forget nothing. I don't think I did. Alright, so if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, or not like this, I have a variety of things I plan on doing. Give me a subscribe. And if you, any products in this video you like in particular, tell me down below. Anything you think is in terrible taste and, oh, that's so ugly, why would you say you like that? Tell me. Give me the engagement. I don't really care. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers. Fuck, it's hot in here.
Very informative.